Hello world, hello YouTube land, me again. This is going to be my last review of the week. It's Saturday now and I've got a bit of work to do in the real world. Got to make some money so I can buy some new comics for next week. So this will be my last review. Next time you see me is it will be next Wednesday and I'll show you my stash of comics for the week. Okay. My last review. The Fantastic Batman Inc. I'll keep this review short. It's excellent. Don't get it now. The end. Bye. No, I'll keep this review short. I'll try to keep it under 5 minutes. But it's an excellent comic. Batman Incorporated, number 12 by Grant Morrison, Chris Burnham. Get it now. Actually, might be better to get it in trade paperback because it can be a bit complicated. As I was reading this, I had to go back to my previous issues just to understand what was going on. So yeah, could be one of those comics to wait a bit and get it in the trade paperback. Or if you can't wait, like myself, get it now. Okay, what I'll do is, as usual in my review, I'll quickly go through the story, and I'm looking at the time here, and I'll try to keep it short. Right, the title of this one is The Final Battle Begins. There we go, The Final Battle Begins. And what we have is Batman looking to get revenge for the death of his son. So he's got a new super suit, as Batman normally does. And Batman's all about technology, isn't he? Because he's just a bloke in a suit. So he's got himself his super suit, and he's going to get his revenge on the person who killed his son. The person who killed his son is a genetically created beast of Batman's ex-wife Talia, and Talia is the head of a group called the Firefly. This genetically created monster killed Batman's son, that's Damian Wayne, a few issues ago, and killed him by plunging a sword through his stomach. Quite gruesome. And Batman's obviously quite angry about this, so he's off to get revenge. Okay, the beginning of this comic here, we have some fantastic action scenes, drawn fantastically by Mr. Burnham. There's Batman using his new suit. You see that panel there of the blood spurting as Batman gets punched in the face. Lots of great graphics, things like that. It's really good at using blood and close-ups of people's faces when they get hit here. Really good stuff. That's probably his forte, the close-up for the blood splatter of Mr. Burnham. Okay, so as the comic progresses, we have really good fight scenes of Batman and his new suit. Fighting this creature who killed his son, looking to get revenge. So good action scenes, very good, very enjoyable. Halfway through the comic, we have Red Robin and Nightwing coming across a group called Spectre. Spectre's logo, if I can get that. See that there? Is a all-seeing eye in a spider web. So that's very sinister. That's a subplot that had to go back to some of the old comics to see what's going on there. It's all very mysterious. Are they good guys? Are they bad guys? Not quite sure yet. Maybe Batman himself is not even sure. But there's a good quote here from the Hood, who's working for Spectre, which might give us a bit of insight about what Spectre's all about. For God's sake, lads, you didn't honestly think the international intelligence community would allow Bruce Wayne and Batman to launch a global private army? You seriously need to have a word with my boss, the head mistress of Spiral. Oh, so it's not Spectre, it's Spiral. Sorry, it's Spiral. So yeah, interesting plot that goes through the comics there. Who is this group? And who is the head mistress of Spiral? Not sure yet. But coming to the end of this one now. That panel there might show you the end of the genetically created beast. There's that's Nightwing and the Squire getting some revenge on the creature that killed their friend Damian Wayne. And as is usual in Batman, he's not a murderer. He's not going to kill people. He doesn't have to. That's the case even in this. Even someone who's killed his son, Batman's not going to stoop to his level. And if he stoops to that level, then he's just as bad as the person you're fighting. There's no difference between you, is there? So Batman then stops Nightwing and the squire from killing the genetically manufactured beast. And there's a lot of sympathy for him as well at the end. You see that panel there? That is the beast. Just a poor little kid. Poor little kid, artificially aged, so it's still with the face of a child. So that's really, really good stuff there. What sympathy for the poor guy. Even more sympathy now is when he goes back to his mother, and his mother basically says to him, "You're a disappointment. You're a failure. You have to die." And there she is in the middle, cutting his head off. And look at that gruesome panel there. Look at his head. Ooh. Gruesome, isn't it, that? And as we end the comic here, we have Talia blowing up the headquarters of Wayne Industries. Big explosion there. Ooh, there it is. To the back tower thing with the two ears blowing up. And really looking forward to next issues now, because it seems there's a final confrontation between Talia and Batman. The last panel, "To the Death, My Detective," with Talia standing in the Batcave with her swords. There's Batman next to his screens. So in the next issue, you can have the final conversation, Batman to Talia. Next, The Dark Knight and the Devil's Daughter. So lots of things to look forward to there. I can see my review's just over 6.5 minutes now, so I failed as usual trying to get it under 5 minutes, so I'll just wrap up. Batman Incorporated number 12 by Grant Morrison, Chris Byrne. One of the most enjoyable comics out there at the moment. Complicated to read at times, you have to sometimes go back to the previous comics and read through them just to understand what's going on. I had to do that with the group I was calling Spectre, but its actually name is Spiral. Interesting stuff, fantastic artwork by Chris Burnham. One of my favourite comics out there at the moment. Give this one a strong 9 out of 10. Get it now, really good. And I'll see you next week, next Wednesday. Goodbye.